Now we proceed and we would like to take a few questions that are posted in question answer box. So Nisha, can you please drop the
Yeah,
number?
yeah. We have a lot of questions inquiring for eligibility criteria. So I would like to tell you all that we'll be responding back to you all via mail. There are a few other questions. The first question is, if weight regain happens after few months of surgery, would intermittent fasting help? I think Dr. Geeta would like to answer this.
Yeah, the whole challenge with bariatric nutrition is nutrition or nourishment. And the nourishment comes through food, basic nutrition with basic calories, what we need for metabolism. As the calorie restriction demands food, as the food restriction has most of the challenges with calorie restriction, I think intermittent fasting is not a great idea for a post-operative bariatric patients. Of course, doctors will help me to understand if it is an MGB or a patient where the volume is not compromised, patient can eat a normal volume of feed, then we can think of putting that IF. So again, a nature of understanding the nature of surgery to apply which kind of a diet pattern is more important to work on. Normal ruin bypass or a sleeve surgery, we don't look at IF because again it will improve the volume. But few surgeries we can look at the quantitative eating because the Indians enjoy feeling full and satisfied after eating food. That feeling of satisfaction in Indian diet is a major challenge for psychology post-operative. When your patient or client eats in katori, he starts feeling so upset that I was eating a plate, suddenly I moved to katori. So there's a lot of role of psychology, behavior modification coming up. And then the doctors decide what kind of surgery to be applied because this is all done pre-operatively. The assessment is already done. So again, I would say we all think about if IF can work on giving the nutrition nourishment, we will work on it, but not to majority of the patients. It only the nature of surgery will help me to understand. Thank you.
Nisha, I would like to add a small point.
Sure, sir. Yeah, please go ahead.
Invariably, immediate post-operative period weight regain after bariatric surgery has something to do with the behavioral habits or lifestyle problems which we need to identify. Most of the times patients tend to relate anything related to their weight to their diet and calories, where in our own multiple joint clinic episodes we have realized that it is something beyond food which is causing the weight regain. So as Madam Dr. Geeta mentioned it, we have to really find out the cause of weight regain and treat the cause and not the calories.
Yes, sir. The next question is, do we have a standard protocol for nutritional assessment for bariatric patients?
Yeah, can I take the question?
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Yeah, generally there is no standard protocol. For all hospitalized malnutrition patients, we do a subjective global assessment, which is pan-hospital patient, which is generally done. In an ICU, we do a nutric course, But here, when patient is walking in to us after a surgical evaluation or after any assessment, we generally do a normal nutrition assessment, which goes with A, B, C, D, and now a factor of E will be added to it, which is environment, which the patient is going around, the behavior modification. We know what is A, B, C, D for all the dietitians, but the E factor is added. It is more of self-assessment tool which we added, but there's no standardized research tool for a bariatric patient, which is yet in the research or which is more promoted. It's more of SGA when it goes to hospital, and when he comes walking in, we do our own assessment depending on his A, B, C, D, E parameters.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you so much. There's one more question. I think this is the last one which we'll pick up. So somebody's asked, would the bariatric surgeries be dealt with in detail in this course? The latest bariatric surgery.
Dr. Raite?
Yeah.
Satish, you want to answer or should I take it? Yes, we have covered the basic orientation and understanding of anatomy of a patient. We have covered slides to give orientation of different GI organs for us to understand that which organs defect are treated while doing a bariatric surgery. All the different aspects of bariatric surgeries from past, present, and to the extent future, including robotic bariatric surgery, has also been covered in this bariatric course. So, and we would actually have been saying to madam that we would love to keep on updating this course very regularly as the trends in bariatric surgery will continue to change.
I would also like to add that we have also involved endoscopic bariatric procedures, such as endoscopic sleeve gastroplasty also in this course. Also the revisional bariatric surgeries, which revisional bariatric surgery is useful, that also we have added in this course.
Not only that, post-bariatric surgery, body contouring, post-bariatric surgery, role of plastic surgery, all that which nutritionists will be asked questions from patient side have been dealt with.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Dr. Satish. Thank you, Dr. Neeraj. Uh,